Hi students, this is Balkishan, lecturer in chemistry, Government Degree College, Siddipet. Today our topic physical properties and chemical properties of carbonyl compounds. Okay, now first one, physical properties of carbonyl compounds. Physical properties of carbonyl compounds. In this one, the first one is physical state. Physical state. C1 carbon, that is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is gas at room temperature. C1 carbon containing carbonyl compound, that is formaldehyde. Formula is HCHO, is a gas at room temperature. Up to C1 to C6 carbon containing carbonyl compounds are liquids, unpleasant smell liquids. Remaining carbonyl compounds are solids. Remaining carbonyl compounds are solids at room temperature. This is about the physical state. And next one, order of the carbonyl compounds. These are unpleasant smell. Maximum number of aldehydes are unpleasant smell. Unpleasant order, but ketones are pleasant smell. Ketones are pleasant smell. Now, melting and boiling points are third property, dipole moment. Dipole moment. Dipole moment. In carbonyl compounds only, the carbonyl group contains oxygen, carbon. There is a double bond between carbon and oxygen. That's why oxygen is more electronegative atom. The bonded electrons are attracted towards the oxygen. That's why oxygen gets negative charge only. This is the negative charge. This is the positive charge. Due to the shifting of pi electron towards the oxygen, oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. This carbon, this bond is shifted towards the oxygen. Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. That's why it is the polar bond. It is a polar bond. That's why the dipole moment of carbonyl compounds is not equal to 0. Even though the carbonyl group is the planar shape. Shape is the planar. If the planar shape, dipole moment is 0, but the atom is the other than the carbon. That's why the bonded electron attracted towards the oxygen, oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. Due to this reason only, the dipole momentum of carbonyl compounds is not equal to 0. Xb is polar nature. Due to this polar nature only, melting and boiling points. Melting points and boiling points. The melting and boiling points, when comparing with carbonyl compound, versus hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. This first comparison. Here carbonyl compound contains carbon to carbon, carbon to oxygen double bond. In hydrocarbon only carbon to carbon. There is no polarity. Is absent. Polarity is absent. But this is the polar. Due to the polarity only, here negative charge, here positive charge, there is no charge. That's why due to this charge only, another molecule, here positive charge, here negative charge. This positive charge attracts this negative charge attracts the positive charge. This positive charge attracts the negative charge. There is a more attractions, strong attractions between the molecule of one molecule of carbonyl compound to other molecule of carbonyl compound. That's why carbonyl compounds, the first point is exhibits highest melting and boiling points, highest melting and boiling points than the corresponding alkane or hydrocarbon. Exhibits highest melting and boiling points than the corresponding hydrocarbon. This is due to the attractions. Molecule to molecule attractions are more. Molecule to molecule attractions are more. That's why this is the reason why the melting and boiling points of alkanes are more. Melting and boiling points are more. That's why this comparison, melting and boiling points of alkanes exhibits less than the carbonyl compounds, or other statement, carbonyl compounds exhibits highest melting and boiling point than the corresponding hydrocarbons. But we are comparing with comparison with carbonyl compound versus alcohols. Here molecule to molecule attraction is more. Only here van der Waals attractions are dipole attractions in between the carbonyl compound. But in alcohols only, this is the alcohol, carbon OH only. You take ROH is the alcohol, and this is another alcohol molecule. So this is called as intramolecular hydrogen bond. Molecular hydrogen bond. Intramolecular hydrogen bond. Due to this reason only, alcohols exhibits highest melting and boiling points than the corresponding aldehydes or ketones or carbonyl compounds. This is reason why alcohols contains intramolecular hydrogen bond, but there is no intramolecular bond between the carbonyl compound molecules only. Only dipole attractions are there, but there is no intramolecular hydrogen. The final conclusion only, the order of melting and boiling points is that first one, alcohols are more, alcohols greater than carbonyl compound greater than hydrocarbon. This is the correct order of melting and boiling points of carbonyl compounds, alcohols and hydrocarbons. This is fourth physical property, is that melting and boiling points. Again explanation, carbonyl compounds exhibits highest melting and boiling points than the corresponding hydrocarbons. It is due to the dipole attractions between the carbonyl compounds, molecules of carbonyl compound. But carbonyl compounds exhibits lowest melting and boiling points than the corresponding alcohols. It is due to the absence of intermolecular hydrogen bond between the molecules of carbonyl compounds, but there is a intramolecular hydrogen bonds exist in between the alcohol molecules. Next to physical property is one more physical property is solubility. Solubility. Now solubility, lower carbonyl compounds. Lower carbonyl compounds completely soluble in water. It is due to the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond. Formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond between molecules. Between molecules of carbonyl compounds with water. That is, so this is the carbonyl group and this is the carbonyl group, and this is the water molecule. This is another carbonyl group. That's why the lower carbonyl compounds are completely soluble in water. It is due to the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond. This is the reason. Next to, when we take higher carbonyl compounds and higher carbonyl compounds is insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. It is due to the inefficiency to form hydrogen bond with water. Why? Because here bulky groups are present. This bulky groups, hydrogens repulse with this hydrogen only. That's why the formation of hydrogen bond is not possible in case of higher carbonyl compound. That's why insoluble in water. All carbonyl compounds are soluble in organic solvents like benzene, carbon tetrachloride, and any other ether. You take any other organic solvents, all carbonyl compounds are soluble in organic solvents. So this is about the physical properties. Now physical property completed, and after this one, chemical properties of carbonyl compounds. Chemical properties. Chemical properties of carbonyl compounds. Now carbonyl compounds undergoes two types of chemical properties. Two types of chemical properties. One is nucleophilic addition reactions. Second one, reactions of alpha hydrogens. Alpha hydrogens are base catalyzed reactions. Base catalyzed reactions. So these are the two types of reactions, and based on this one, first I want to explain first type of reactions, that is nucleophilic addition reactions. In this one, nucleophilic addition reactions, the reactivity is most important factor. Reactivity of carbonyl compounds. Reactivity of carbonyl compounds. In carbonyl compounds, the carbonyl group is present. Now oxygen is the more electronegative atom. That's why pi bonded electron attracted towards the oxygen. That's why oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. Okay, now due to this polarization only, it is a polar bond. Polar bond. Due to that reason only, here I am adding a reagent only, like this one. E and U is the reagent. E is the electrophile. Nu is the nucleophile. Nu is the nucleophile. Based on this one only, electrophile is the electron deficiency. Electron deficiency. Nucleophile is the electron rich. In this one only, due to the shifting of pi bond towards the oxygen, it gets negative charge, it gets positive charge. Now, negative charge can attract the electron deficiency electrophile, and nucleophile attracted the carbon. That's why in carbonyl compound, the carbonyl group is polar group. That's why when it reacted with reagent, the reagent contains two species. One is the electrophile, other one is the nucleophile. In that reagent, nucleophile is added at the carbon because of carbon having positive charge. It is the electron deficiency. That's why electron rich nucleophile is added at carbon. That's why this is called as nucleophilic addition reaction. Carbon taken nucleophile. That's why this is called as nucleophilic addition reaction. After that one only, oxygen contains negative charge. Therefore, this oxygen attracts the electron deficiency electrophile. The product is this one. Single bond. Okay. Due to the shifting of pi bond towards the oxygen, oxygen gets negative charge. That's why here electrophile is added. Here nucleophile is added. So this is the product. So this is the product which formed in the nucleophilic addition reaction. It is called as nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. In this nucleophilic addition reaction, the reactivity of carbonyl compound depends upon the positive charge present on the carbon of carbonyl group. So this is the carbon of carbonyl group. If this positive charge increases, reactivity increases. If this positive charge decreases, reactivity decreases. So this is very, very important. And here pi bond shifted to this way, and carbon gets positive charge. The positive charged carbon attracts the nucleophile. If the positive charge is more only, nucleophile easily added. That's why the reactivity of carbonyl compound depends upon the positive charge which present on the carbon of carbonyl group. Okay, based on this information, the reactivity of carbonyl compounds, is affected by two factors. One is the electronic effect. Second one is steric effect. These are two factors to explain the reactivity of carbonyl compounds. What is steric effect means? So this is the carbonyl group only. If here two hydrogens are present only, it is formaldehyde. If this carbonyl group contains one hydrogen and one alkyl group. So this is the formaldehyde and formaldehyde. So this is the aldehyde and this one is ketone. Here both sides is the R is a ketone. Is a ketone. Okay. Now what is electronic effect means? And here alkyl group is a, here R is equal to electron releasing group. R is equal to electron releasing group. That's why it releases electrons. Here already positive charge is present. Just to I explain this reactivity. This positive charge will decreases only due to the releasing of electrons. Electron is nothing but its negative charge. This negative charge somewhat decreases the positive charge which present on the carbonyl carbon. Based on this one, if number of alkyl groups only increases, positive charge decreases and reactivity also decreases. So this is the statement. Number of alkyl groups increases, then the positive charge and carbon decreases. That's why reactivity. Then we have reactivity is directly proportional to positive charge on carbon. Reactivity of carbonyl compounds, reactivity of carbonyl compound is directly proportional to positive charge at carbon of carbonyl carbon. Okay. Based on this, alkyl group is releasing electrons. If more number of alkyl groups is present and it is contained, ketone is contained 2 alkyl groups. That's why here the highest positive charge will be decreases. That's why based on electronic effect and the order of reactivity, is the highest is the formaldehyde. Here no alkyl group. This is the formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is highest reactive, then remaining aldehydes. Here because one alkyl group and one R group and then ketone. Here 2 alkyl groups. Therefore, the order of reactivity, formaldehyde is the highly reactive than the remaining aldehydes and ketones. And ketone is less reactive than the aldehyde. Explain any question. At that time, ketones contains 2 alkyl group. Alkyl group is the electron releasing group. That's why the positive charge which present on the carbonyl carbon will decreases and reactivity will be decreases. So this is according to the electronic effect. In aldehyde, only one alkyl group is present, but there is no alkyl group in the formaldehyde. That's why formaldehyde is the reactive. After that one, remaining aldehydes, the least reactivity when comparing with the aldehydes, ketones are least reactive. This is the explanation based on electronic effect. Okay. Now after this one, next effect is the steric effect. Here steric effect means the effect of neighboring groups. So this is the neighboring group and if here group and is a bulky group and the nucleophile which approaches the carbon, that carbon nucleophile, there is a repulsion. There is a repulsion based on hydrogens or based on negative charge, any other factors. That repulsion is known as steric hindrance. Steric hindrance or steric factor. This steric factor is absent and in formaldehyde because there is no bulky group, only simple hydrogens are present. Based on this information also, steric hindrance also, it exhibits highest reactivity. It exhibits highest reactivity. And here aldehyde contain one alkyl group, one hydrogen. Only one alkyl group is present. But in ketones only, two alkyl groups. These two alkyl groups will give the repulsions between the alkyl groups and nucleophile. That's why more steric hindrance than the formaldehyde and aldehyde. That's why according to steric hindrance also, ketone exhibit less reactivity than the aldehyde or formaldehyde. Here one more thing, Andy. This is the aromatic aldehyde, benzoaldehyde. Here phenyl group is more bulky group, steric hindered group. That's why the more repulsion is possible. And you take one more, this one is ketone. This is called as alkyl phenyl ketone. One more, diphenyl ketone. This is the benzophenone. Here two bulky groups. This is also this. Here highly indirect. Or steric hindrance is more in the acetophenone, benzophenone. This is the, if R is changed as CH3, this is the acetophenone, this was the benzophenone. Benzophenone exhibits highest steric hindrance. That's why this is least reactive. Based on these two informations and two factors, the correct order of reactivity of different carbonyl compounds and the order of reactivity of carbonyl compounds and is the highest is the formaldehyde. No alkyl group, no phenyl group, no steric hindered group. After that one, Andy, this is formaldehyde. Next one, you take this one, R and H, only one alkyl group. This is the aliphatic aldehyde. Aliphatic aldehyde. Next to this one is the aliphatic ketone. Aliphatic ketone. Okay. After this one, and this C double bond O. Here one benzene ring, one hydrogen. Benzaldehyde or aromatic aldehyde. And after this one side phenyl group, another side alkyl group. This is also aromatic ketone. Alkyl phenyl ketone. The least reactive compound is this one. Phenyl and phenyl. This is known as benzophenone. This is also aromatic ketone. Aromatic ketone. So this is the correct order of the reactivity of different carbonyl compounds. Okay, just to you listen the order of reactivity of carbonyl compounds. Formaldehyde is the highly reactive, and after that one aliphatic aldehyde, and after that one aliphatic ketones, and benzaldehyde aromatic ketone, and benzophenone, that is aromatic ketone. The least reactivity will be given to the aromatic ketone. Okay, after that one, and here you give another response, and the reactivity order is first one formaldehyde and is highly reactive, then the aliphatic aldehyde, then the aliphatic ketone, then the aromatic aldehyde, then the aromatic ketone. This is one more type. Okay, after this one, some of examples. Some of examples based on this one. Which one? First type of reactions is nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds. Nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds mechanism and the first general reaction. So this is the carbonyl group or carbonyl compound. It reacts with reagent and the ENU is the reagent. This is the reagent to form the product. This is the product OE and the NU. This is the product. This is the general reaction. Its mechanism. Step 1 formation of nucleophile. Now ENU and the composition will give E plus NU minus. E plus and NU minus. Okay. Step 2 on the attack of nucleophile. Here carbonyl group and the nucleophile approaches. This bond shifted to this side. Here negative charge. This bond shifted to this side. And what happens on the here NU and O minus. This is the second step. Okay. Now third step only. Step 3. Formation of product. Okay. Now this one NU O minus, here E plus added to this position to form, this is the product, NU and OE, or this can utilize OE NU. This is the general mechanism. In all cases this may not be appeared and direct can attack and I am showing this only for the some reactions. Okay. And this one already I given carbonyl compounds undergoes two types of chemical reactions. In that one, first type is the nucleophilic addition reactions. Second one is the base catalyzed reactions. Now nucleophilic addition reaction, carbonyl group is the polar group only. The bond shifted to this side and the oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. The positively charged carbon attracts the nucleophile. The nucleophile added at the carbon, that's why it is called as added. Nucleophile is added, that's why it is called as nucleophilic addition reaction. It is called as nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, nucleophilic addition reaction finally forms product. This is the general reaction. What is the reaction? Step 1, formation of the nucleophile. Formation of nucleophile, in some cases there is not possible. directly attack the total molecule acts as a nucleophile only. This type of decomposition is not possible in all cases, but I am showing general equation. The step 1 is the formation of nucleophile. Here formation of nucleophile, ENU is the reagent and it decomposed as a E plus NU minus 1. This is the nucleophile. This is the nucleophile. This nucleophile now added to the carbonyl group. This is the carbonyl group. Carbonyl group, this pi bond and shifted towards the oxygen. Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive. The positively charged carbon is added with negatively charged nucleophile. This is the nucleophile. And obtain an intermediate. This is the intermediate. This intermediate finally forms product by taking off electrophile. This is the electrophile added towards the oxygen. Oxygen gets negative charge. Here negative charge attracts the positive charge. This one. OE is obtained. So this is nothing but is a product. So this is the general mechanism. In this mechanism, according to this mechanism, so many examples are there. It can react with hydrogen cyanide. It can react with sodium hydrogen sulfide. It can react with Grignard reagent. It can react with other compounds. I am taking a simple example here. Example 1. In chemical reactions, first reaction. First reaction 1 first example. Reaction with or addition with hydrogen cyanide. Addition with hydrogen cyanide. Now general reaction is here hydrogen cyanide, HCl. Hydrogen cyanide in the presence of base. Hydrogen cyanide in the presence of base will give only this one. Here OH and Cl. This is called as cyanohydrin. This mechanism can be visualized. Here hydrogen cyanide in the presence of base and here H plus added to this one. Here H2O is obtained and Cl minus acts as a nucleophile. This nucleophile in this position we obtain Cl minus. This Cl minus is added at this position. Finally this Cl minus takes one H plus ion from water to obtain product. This is the product. Cl and OH. This Cl OH is the cyanohydrin. Our statement: carbonyl compounds reacts with hydrogen cyanide to form cyanohydrin in the presence of base. This is the addition with hydrogen cyanide. When we take here R and here H, this is called as aldehyde. Aldehyde reacts with hydrogen cyanide to form aldehyde cyanohydrin. Here R, reaction. Mechanism is same. R, H, R, H, R, H, R and H. This is the aldehyde. Support the aldehyde. Aldehyde reacts with hydrogen cyanide to form aldehyde cyanohydrin. After this one, ketone. Ketone reacts with hydrogen cyanide to form ketone cyanohydrin. just to only change the ketone. Ketone cyanohydrin. Now you change R as a H as a R. So this is first reaction, addition with hydrogen cyanide. Okay. This is the part 1 chemical properties completed, and I will discuss part 2 video. That's the remaining chemical properties of carbonyl compounds. Thank you very much.